Welcome to today's video. Now in this video we'll be learning data types, but before we start, please, I want to urge each and every one of you to please subscribe to this channel and then hit the bell notification there, that bell icon, the little one. Hit it, and then for you to get messages on uploaded videos, because you need to follow this step by step. It's a step by step process. Okay, I'm not going to talk much. Let's just open the source. And yes, we are greeted by the default lines of code that's written inside. But what do we do? Nothing. We just maintain everything. Let me just space here. Give some spaces over here. And then let's talk. Okay. Now, what is data type? Data type just specifies the type of data you are going to store your variable in. Now in the next video we'll be talking about variables. So it's like I come to store, you want to store an information, right? Or you want to store a data. Now you need to alert C++ on the type of data you are coming to store. Supposing you are coming to store a food, you are supposed to alert it on the type of food, whether it is the liquid type, whether it's a solid type, whether it's the fried type, whether it's a salted type of meal. So we do the same here in C++. You just tell C++ that this data I'm coming to save, it is of this particular type. The first data type we'll be learning is the integer data type. Integer data type. And C++ understands this as int. So anytime you want to store a file, you want to store your variable, you just, and then it's of the form integer, you save it with the data type integer, right? And then this is how to prompt it, int. After the int, anything comes, you write the name of the variable. Okay, examples of things we can store in here is positive and negative counting numbers, like 0, like 7, 8, 900, negative 67, negative 56, then a lot. So you can store, basically you can store integers here. So we just assume when dealing with numbers, whole numbers, we use the integer when dealing with whole numbers. Now you may be thinking, what if you are not dealing with whole numbers and then there is a point 00 needed somewhere? Yes, great. That is when we need the data type floating data type, the floating data type. And then the floating data type is understood by C++ as float. So anytime you write float, then C++ knows you are coming to deal with numbers that are having points, a decimal, like decimal numbers, for it to be simple. And then this we know them, 0.89. When I come to deal with 78 points, a lot. So far as it's decimal, you just use it. Another way we can also store decimal is when we use the double data type. Sorry, C++ understands double as double. As you can see, it marked it blue already. So C++ understands double as double. Now, the difference between double and float, the difference is quite simple. It's also stores data type in decimals or data types of decimal values, but this time around it has the ability to store more, huge. Okay, so these are storage locations. Okay, they are like containers, right? Container type. Now float has the ability to save a number of a byte. There's some number of bytes it can save these decimal points, and then I don't really actually remember the number, but all I know is that double saves it times 2. Okay, so double saves more than the float, but it's also just floating numbers, decimal points, decimal numbers, just like that. Okay, let's go on to the next one. That is going to be string. In English language, we say a word is a group of um, alphabets, right? A group of alphabets. Now, before you learn what a word is, or before you learn how to spell anything, you must first know alphabets, right? You must first know alphabets. So, alphabet for C++ is character or char, and these are basically any symbol, any single symbol or symbol character you can find on your keyboard. Example, let's say, yeah, let's say this dot, right? Sorry, it has to be in single quotes. Uh, this dot, full stop, is a character. Let's say P is a character. What else? A lot. Just basically anything you can find is a character. Right? Now, characters are always stored in this single quotes. That's why you see me trying to store my inside. So anytime you're coming to use character, make sure that you put them inside single quote. Characters are only single. So you cannot have OP. No, this is not a character. Character is just a single thing. So something like this is a character, right? Good. Now, string is a collection of characters. So when you want to deal with a collection of these characters, you store them as string. And then from what you see here, when you are dealing in strings, C++, when we are dealing with C++, strings are stored inside double quotes. For us to easily remember, we save them inside double quotes. So for example, Oppo, right? Put strings over there. For example, when you want to use A plus, yes, A plus, sorry, A plus, character. So two or more characters. When we are dealing with two or more characters, we use the string type of data, okay, to save our variables. And then the last thing we'll be discussing before I end for today is bool. And this is actually a type of data that allows you to save only two things. That is true or false. That is true or false. So anytime you are coming to deal with scenarios, or you are coming to write programs that will need true or false cases, we use the data type bool. The full name is boolean, right? But C++ understands it as what? Bool. Okay, and this is just true or false. Or false. Also, sorry, that false is out of line. Also, you can, and this true or false, true is represented by 1, whilst false is represented by 0, right? So that's it. One thing I also want you to know is that C++ is case sensitive. So supposing you want to write integer, and then you mistakenly make the I capital, this program won't work. As you can clearly see, the data type is in the color blue. The incorrect form of data type is in the color black. This simply tells you that C++ distinguishes between capital and lower alphabets. Thank you very much, and then I'll see you in our next video.